The numbers look pretty solid right now. Everything seems to be moving in your direction. Is this sustainable?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, for the foreseeable future, the demand for automobiles is very strong. You know, there's a lot of economic pain in America, and there's a lot of industries that face tremendous difficulties, and my heart aches for that. But what the American consumer has decided is to reallocate the money they do have towards housing, having a bigger, more comfortable home with more personal space. And they definitely want personal space in their automobile. They want to control where they go and who's in that car when. And I think I see that continuing. Interest rates, as you already mentioned, are very low, so the financing for our customers is great. Gasoline is available and affordable. A lot of incentive money is coming, so the environment is good. Within that environment, though, AutoNation is outperforming. And all you have to do is look at Preowned, where we said we were investing years ago, and digital capability. We increased our Preowned revenue, same-store sales, last quarter by 12%, far outperforming the industry. And it's this combination of brand, a great customer experience, and digital capability. And those are sustainable capabilities. And we have our AutoNation USA stores that we're building 5 more this year, 10 more next year. So it is sustainable. We intend to grow this company.
I do know a lot of people who bought cars during the pandemic, but a lot of them bought them on Carvana because it's easy, it's online, and I'm wondering how much of your business can you actually move to like a digital only, given that your dealerships are different franchise owners?
So we're clearly an omni-channel approach, and 50% of our business is already digital, far ahead of everybody else. We have tremendous digital capabilities, and we had a surge investment to create the strength and the viability of the platform. We did all that. So if I look at the pre-owned marketplace where Carvana and Vroom and CarMax are, I think the winners in that marketplace include us, which are those who have a brand, a great customer experience, and digital capability. We will take share from everyone else. Now, the good thing about AutoNation is we do it profitably. Yeah, I'm old-fashioned in business. I think making money is important, and we'll see if everybody else can do it and make money. But we're doing it already, so that means that's another factor in sustainability, that we have this unique combination of brand experience, new age digital capability, and we make money the old-fashioned way. I like it.
That sounds like quite a combination. Mike, one of the things that certainly has been dominating the story in the auto sector over the last few days and weeks has been this chip shortage, which has shuttered lines because they can't get the semiconductors they need for their cars. What impact is that having on you?
There's no question we have far more demand in the new vehicle market than the factories can produce. Inventories are very tight, and to your point, I think it's going to be this way for a while. I don't even think the manufacturers know the end of this story. You know, first we had where the plants were absolutely closed in the pandemic. Then the plants reopened, and it was in fits and starts, and they had to make a lot of vehicles where they didn't have all the parts, but it took 6, 7 months sometimes to complete those vehicles. So now they don't produce it unless they have all the parts, and now you're hit with this chip situation, which makes sense because, as I said, the home is everything now, and people want all this digital capability in the home, which means the demand for chips is through the roof. So that means there'll be more demand on the new vehicle side than supply well into this year. Exactly when it all sorts out, I do not know.
How long, though, in your experience, I guess a better question is, what's the result of something like this? The longer-term result of how you have to deal with it, either through pricing, either through resourcing?
This is something we talk about every day in the company. This is what we do as a company. Let's do pre-owned. We want to be controlled of our own fate. And today we've built the capability that 85% of what we sell at retail pre-owned, we have acquired from customers directly, either through trade-ins or outright purchases. So this is a machine capability that is unmatched in the industry, that really gives us in a position to have this pre-owned capability where we are profitable. On the new car side, we're simply managing demand supply. We have to adjust pricing to reflect the fact that we can't do the volume for the demand that's there. You see that in the figures. And when supply improves, we'll have higher volume, and we'll manage that.
Final question from me. Andy Palmer, who's the former CEO of Aston Martin, he was the chief operating officer at Nissan, wrote a piece. He wrote a nice piece in the Financial Times this morning, Mike, talking about the fact that he worries that the industry is putting all its eggs in one basket, and that is the move to electrification. Do you have some sympathy with that argument? We're going down one track. Do you think we need to go down multiple tracks at the moment? We're watching what is happening in Texas right now. The energy grid is offline. Electricity is offline.
So the inflection point towards electrification is here. The capital investment, to Andy's point, the bet has already been made by the manufacturers. And it's a combination of the consumer acceptance, but the number one issue is compliance demand from various countries, municipalities, states, and cities in the world, led by China, which wants to be all electric by 2035. And if you're a global manufacturer, you have no choice but to invest in electrification and create a winning product that consumers will buy. Now, we're in the electric game significantly. If you go to our website, we got a big electric button. But here's the insight I can give you as how people use these vehicles. They use them for locally for daily use. They get home at night, they plug it in. So if you have a range of 200, 250 miles, they are happy every day waking up, never having to go to a gas station again, and always having a full charge. That's how they use it. Now, when they want to go on vacation and they're not getting on an airplane, they take the Suburban or the Lincoln Navigator. So all our electric vehicle owners have more than one car, and they have an internal combustion engine for their longer trips. But listen, this is not going to be like the transition from the flip phone to the smartphone. Let me tell you, if I project out to 2030, I would say 20% of what's sold will be all electric, but the units in operation in America will be 5 or 6% electric at that point, because this changeover, as far as the cars on the road, will take decades.